Hey, Cody. Raise your hand if you like the Yankees. Yeah, that sounds like about right. Big Duke fan. That's what I thought. How about a little Villanova action? You a big fan of Villanova? I didn't think so. Hey, Cody. You think the 76ers are going to win 27 games this year?
No, I don't. I don't think that at all. What are you doing?
Welcome to Weekend at Cody's.
Welcome to Drinking About Sports, where that last segment, how did you know so many stinking tennis players and golfers?
Take your sunglasses off before
There
I
is
talk
so
to you.
much liquid in my belly. It's ridiculous.
This has not been a pleasant evening for Steve
It's
or
not
Cody.
pleasant because Nova's currently losing NC State, and I'm starting to get worried.
I know, and what do we got going on back here? Some guy talking to his team. That doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter. So
It's the Utah game is close with Georgetown.
So can I just say this?
Sure.
We got tournaments going on everywhere. We got games. There's plenty of drinking down here, Carson.
Yeah.
If you catch a little, we refueled on the
Refilled
beers.
Refilled again.
And I'm wondering, Cody, where's our mascot bracket stand now?
Yeah, let's look at that. Because
Little Sweet 16.
you know, my friend, we're down to the Sweet 16, which includes Pirates, Musketeers, Huskies, Jayhawks, Cowboys, Razorbacks.
Everything.
Musketeers again? No, Mountaineers, I said before. Anyway, awesome.
Just
I'm
keep
doing
going.
great. Tigers, you should probably test me in a state capital or two. Wolfpack, Cowboys, Flyers, Spartans, Aztecs, Lumberjacks, Bruins.
Love it.
So there's a lot going in here. And yeah, let's get this down to the Elite Eight on one side of
Do
it.
it.
Let's do it. The Pirates are going up against the Mountaineers.
Ouch. So Pirates on the sea. Mountaineers.
Yeah, but Mountaineers
In
have
the
two
mountains.
eyes. They don't have an eye patch.
Yeah.
I'm going Mountaineers.
What was that pirate movie rated, Cody?
Arr.
Going with the Pirates, my friend.
Going with the Pirates.
the Pirates.
Wait,
Pirates.
why went the Mountaineers?
You want Mountaineers.
Oh, so Carson, Mountaineers or Pirates?
It's a tough one. I gotta go Pirates.
That's right. Of course you do. They're a little more ruthless. Mountaineers, they're good, but they're not that good.
And Cody, North Dakota.
Oh, he's having North Dakota is Bismarck.
You got it.
Yeah, dude, that's easy.
Producer drinks.
I don't like that.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Whatever.
Hey, behind the scenes they can't see it, but I want to make sure
got
that
you.
the public knows.
Oh, they're
Our
drinking.
producer
He's
is now
drinking.
getting drunk.
He's drinking it. Okay, so this one's kind of a lame matchup, I won't lie to you. These two teams have seemed to just sneak through. The Huskies versus the Jayhawks.
Huskies. I'm tired of the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I am too. Just get rid of the Jayhawks. I don't even know what a Jayhawk is.
It's a really angry Blue Jay.
Is that what it is?
Pretty sure.
All right. Yeah, Huskies. Easily. Cowboys versus the Razorbacks. Angry Pig, man with a six-shooter.
Cowboy.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's a gun. It's a
Got it.
gun.
So we get through yet. Last one for this round is the Musketeers versus the Tigers.
I want to pick the Tigers, but again, Musketeers.
But if they miss once, I'm going Tiger. I think you miss once. Even one bullet's not going to stop a Tiger.
Can we do
He's gonna
Tigers?
maul you. I'm
I
going
would
Tiger.
rather go Tigers.
Let's go Tigers.
I like Tigers.
Tigers.
Boom.
Done.
Tigers going on.
Done. Finish that side.
Steve, Iowa.
Des Moines. Producer drinks again! Woo!
You guys are good at that.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
give me something hard,
So-
why don't you? Anyway, look, March Madness is happening all around us.
Everywhere
It's-
we look.
It's only fitting that we talk about college basketball.
Absolutely.
And Steve, you and I have been alive for about 29 years.
Aprox.
Approximately 29 years on this planet. So I think we should talk about who are some of the, let's go with the top 10 greatest college basketball players while we've been alive, and
love it.
preferably while we could pay attention.
Okay.
So it's really the past 24 years, arguably, depending on
All right.
how early you paid attention.
All right.
So who's early on your list?
All right, early on, I got Grant Hill, man. Grant Hill was just one of the greatest Duke and / college basketball players all time. Got a lot of injuries when he went to the pros. Just never lived quite up to it, but was just excellent in college. And we're going Grant Hill.
Grant Hill.
One of my
Fair
top
enough.
ones.
Fair enough. I mean, Steph Curry comes right to mind. You were talking about a guy that was great in the pros and I didn't think would make it in the pros.
Oh, too small.
And totally did. But he was
Too small.
great in college ball. I mean, he made every shot. Talk about a Cinderella. He put Davidson on the map.
Big deal.
Applications went way up right after that.
We'll talk more about that in a bit. But how about this guy? Mateen Cleaves. You remember Mateen Cleaves?
I don't at all. I have no idea.
Really?
Who it is. Yeah.
Mateen Cleaves played for Michigan State, and they had this awesome run into the into the tournament. I think they won the national title, and he had more chest hair than any man I'd ever seen. I never met him, and just lots of chest. He threw one of the most famous alley-oops I've ever seen of all time. Not famous, but just like memorable. And I forget who he threw it to, but it was just this off a timeout.
That's how memorable
Tossed
it was.
it. Boom! Oh, man. Mateen Cleaves. He had a man beard before
Oh,
lumberjack
my gosh.
sexual was even a thing, my
Oh
friend.
my gosh. Well, I got 2 woods for you.
Okay, go for
Stay
it.
patient.
Go for it.
I got and you're gonna have to help me because I know Jordan Norwood
that's
was
weird.
his brother,
Okay.
but the other Norwood was on George Mason.
He was?
And he is as an 11 seed. He got them like
Yeah, I don't remember.
Elite 8, Final 4, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
something Norwood because then it was his brother. And his other one was Haywood, who was on Butler,
Right.
who almost made that shot against Duke. So those are 2 woods that really stuck out to me.
That was a great final.
I might go with like the entire starting lineup for Nova in 2004.
Can you name them?
Do you remember that? That was Alan Ray.
I remember Alan Ray.
That was it wasn't Rudy Gay, was it? Rudy Gay was somewhere else.
Rudy Gay played for
was a bad fact.
UConn, right?
That was a bad fact.
You got another
for sure.
one.
I can't believe Carson didn't call me out. It's probably because he's drunk from us getting state
I know.
capitals. What up?
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's perfect. That's
Steve,
perfect.
Nevada.
Carson City. Carson City!
It was his name.
Woo!
There was his name in there. That's really
And-
glad he asked you because I was thinking about going to Reno.
Wild. Looks like they got another one, guys.
The Wild scored the last goal.
Oh, that's
How
no
about that?
good.
It's crazy.
Their last one.
Their last one. Steve, you're such a trooper. I
It
can't
is,
believe it was such a
It is
shootout.
5-2 right now. Wild are up on the Blues.
Oh, no. I feel like there's another goal or something coming on.
I feel like there might be. for
This
sure.
is not good for
sure.
Steve.
Steve, it's time to drink again. We've had too long with not drinking, so
Oh.
we're going to go with a college locations quiz. So there are teams in this tournament that don't have the name of their state in it,
Right.
and everyone wonders where they're actually from.
Absolutely.
So Carson's going to walk us through this. He's going to name us, I believe there are 30 towns.
Okay.
Colleges.
Something like that.
That are in states that aren't obvious.
All right.
So I need you to leave the room, and he's going to ask me, and I'm going to see how many I get. And then he's going to ask you, and I'm going to leave the room, see how many you get.
Gladly.
Now, whoever wins, not only the other person drink, they drink the difference between how many they got. So if I beat you by 8,
Just in beers.
you're drinking 8
or
times.
shots.
Uh,
The loser takes a shot plus the difference
plus
in
the
beers.
difference in beers.
I can do that.
All right.
I'm going to take my
Get
Gatorade
outta
with
here.
me, though, just to prepare. I'll catch you guys on the flip
Get outta
side.
here.
All right. We are going to start out with Albany,
New York.
Baylor,
Texas.
Belmont,
Tennessee.
Boise State,
Idaho.
Butler,
Indiana.
BYU,
Utah.
Coastal Carolina,
North Carolina.
South Carolina.
Is it really? Oh my god.
Yes.
I talked so much trash
Yes,
earlier
you did.
about knowing which one that was. Awesome.
Davidson,
North Carolina.
Dayton,
Ohio.
Duke,
North Carolina.
Georgetown.
Maryland.
It's in D.C.
That's part of Maryland. Can't get DC's not a state.
It's not in Maryland,
It's not a state.
but it's not in Maryland.
Okay. We'll see what Steve answers.
That's definitely okay.
I knew it was in DC. I figured it's not a state. It was out of 50 states. Anyway, you're fine.
Gonzaga,
California.
Washington, Hampton,
I should get pwned for that one. Jeez. Hampton? That's a great question. I have no flipping idea where Hampton is. I'm going to go New Hampshire.
Virginia,
Awesome.
Harvard,
Massachusetts.
Lafayette,
Louisiana.
Pennsylvania, actually.
No.
Yeah, it's in Easton.
How are they the Raging Cajuns? I probably looked that up wrong then. I think we screwed up the mascot thing.
Yeah, I don't think they're the Raging
Because
Cajuns.
I knew Lafayette plays Lehigh all the time, but I thought it was a different Lafayette. Anyway,
Louisville,
Kentucky.
Manhattan.
New York?
Yeah, Northeastern.
Illinois?
Massachusetts.
Oh, I had no idea on that one. I was like, maybe it's across from Northwestern.
Providence,
Rhode Island.
Purdue,
Indiana.
Robert Morris,
It's a good question. Robert Morris is in New York.
no, it's in Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
It's out near Pittsburgh. St. John's,
New York.
Stephen F. Austin,
Texas.
Valparaiso,
Man, I definitely have no idea. Illinois.
Indiana.
Oh my gosh.
Villanova.
Pennsylvania.
Wichita State.
Kansas.
Wofford.
Indiana.
Xavier.
Indiana.
Ohio.
Gosh.
Wait, did you get Valpo?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Are we done?
We are done.
I got that. Steve!
You got 10 wrong. Okay, just be sure you couldn't hear.
I couldn't hear anything, I promise. I heard nothing.
Okay.
Found this sweet hat. It's going to be my golden ticket. Let's go.
Alright. Albany.
New York.
Baylor.
Texas.
Belmont.
New York. Oh.
It's Tennessee.
Oh, no.
Boise State.
Utah.
Idaho.
Oh, shoot.
Butler.
Indiana.
BYU.
That's also Utah.
Coastal Carolina.
North Carolina.
South Carolina.
Crap!
Davidson.
Indiana.
North Carolina.
I got no idea.
Dayton.
Ohio.
Duke.
North Carolina.
Georgetown.
Virginia.
Technically it's Washington, D.C.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
Gonzaga.
The Zags are out in Nevada?
Washington. Hampton.
New York.
Virginia. Harvard.
Massachusetts.
Lafayette.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, look at that.
He pulled,
Boom!
He pulled that DC crap on me, too.
Yeah, I'm just going by the facts.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Louisville.
That's Kentucky. Easy.
Manhattan.
New York.
Northeastern.
That's Boston. Massachusetts.
Providence.
Rhode Island.
Purdue.
Indiana.
Robert Morris.
Pittsburgh. That's Pennsylvania.
St. John's.
New York.
Stephen F. Austin.
I'm going to guess Texas.
You got it.
Yeah.
Valparaiso.
That's also Indiana.
Villanova.
Pennsylvania.
Wichita State.
Kansas.
Yep. Wofford.
California.
Yep. Xavier.
Ohio.
Yep. Okay. Steve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wrong. And Cody had 10 wrong.
Boom. Shot and 2 beers, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You did a good job, though. Were there any
Steve
that...
got out of the gates pretty slow and then turned it on at the end, man.
He really turned it on,
Look
for
at
sure.
He turned it on here.
Well, let's finish up this side of the bracket, shall we? Okay, Wolfpack versus the Cowboys. It's a whole pack of wolves, man.
It is,
It's only
but
one cowboy.
But he's got 2 6-shooters as far as I'm concerned.
It's still a pack of wolves.
You like the pack?
I like the pack.
I could be swayed. Let's go pack.
Okay, we're going Wolfpack. After that is the Flyers versus the Spartans. I'm pretty sure the Flyers have seen their end.
As I say, Spartans. Boom.
Spartans it is. Okay, the Aztecs versus the Lumberjacks.
Ooh, 2 different generations.
Very different.
I am gonna go lumberjack, of course.
I'm going to go Aztecs.
Axes, my friend.
Aztecs probably had some crazy spear or whatever.
What do they know?
They weren't afraid to be naked at any time. That'll freak out the Lumberjacks. Always have a
That
flame.
does freak me out.
Right? Carson, Aztecs, Lumberjacks.
Tough one.
I gotta go Aztecs.
I mean, I can't argue with that, except for the fact that I love lumberjacks.
That was a mispronunciation. Bruins versus the Bison. I'm going Bruins.
I think ultimately, yeah, but I think it would be a good battle.
It would be a good battle. Do you have
Yeah.
to drink another one for mispronouncing?
No, because I said I meant to say lumberjacks.
Oh, that's
Obviously,
good.
look at what I'm wearing.
Oh, the Wild with another goal.
That's
my
why I'll
gosh.
go.
What do you know?
Oh, this is the worst night of my life.
Yeah, we apologize in advance. This episode's probably going to run long, but we have some impersonations that we want to do. We have a list here that we're going to go through. Each of us, Steve and I, are going to have an impersonation. We have a bucket of topics right here. So we're literally going to be talking about sports in the version of somebody else. And the first one up is the one and only John Gruden. Steve has a good John Gruden impersonation. Steve, it's great.
It is.
At the end of this.
I have a John Gruden impersonation.
At the end of this, Carson will decide whose impersonations were better, and then the loser has to take a shot.
All right.
So, first up, John Gruden, what are you talking about?
John Gruden's going to be talking about, is NASCAR a sport?
NASCAR sport. John Gruden, take Take it away.
Hey, you got a guy, right? And you got a guy who can just drive around in circles, and he just, he didn't even know. He could just turn right the whole time, and he doesn't have to worry about ZY bananas or reading defenses or nothing, right? I mean, he can throw the bubble screen or whatever, but he's not a leader. He's not the kind of guy who I want leading my team. I say NASCAR is no sport. No way. It's garbage. It's garbage.
That's great, man. That's great. So who do I got?
You got Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith.
A very angry man. And he will be talking about...
will there ever be another Triple Crown champion in horse racing? Quite frankly, I'm not sure if a brother would ever be a jockey. So how could I ever consider it to be a sport? Because, quite frankly, there hasn't been a Triple Crown winner in like 30 years since Secretariat. And you don't see a brother being a secretary. So how could there be another Triple Crown winner?
That was excellent.
Next up,
fantastic.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
Steve is going to do Forrest Gump.
There's one that I really would like.
What do you want it to be?
The favorite baseball team and or bonus favorite stadium food. All right. Jenny said she was scared. Scared of what? I don't know. Maybe it was the New York Giants, the New York Mets, the Yankees. I knew Lieutenant Dan would be a fan of the Red Stockings because he got no legs. So I guess I like to go to the Pittsburgh Pirates and eat some Permane Brothers sandwiches.
Which one did you want, by the way?
I really wanted LeBron. I wanted LeBron really
So
bad.
who do I got? Who am I doing?
Matthew McConaughey. A fan of we are a fan of Matthew McConaughey and his Lincoln commercials. But you tell us a little bit from Matthew McConaughey's perspective. What?
How do you feel about CrossFit? Well, you see, you got to go back to where you came from, and sometimes where you came from isn't as fit as you'd like to be. So, like I did when I was training for that video where I was really skinny. I didn't watch Dallas Buyers Club, I believe. Look, all right. I just had to go back to my roots where I was wearing Reeboks and I was lifting weird kettlebells while driving a Lincoln. And, I had to go back where I came from.
I like that.
And, yeah.
I like it.
Anyway, Steve, you're going to be Bill Clinton talking about...
All right. Bill Clinton will be speaking about getting a chance to punch Barry Bonds in the face. Now, see here, America. I never said I wanted to punch Barry Bonds in the face. But that depends on the way you consider the meaning of punch is. And by the way, Al Gore, we're out of beer. That's all I got.
Awesome. That's great. So, lastly, who am I going to be?
You got a little Aziz Ansari.
Aziz Ansari.
Famous for his stand-up comedy and, of course, Parks and Rec. And Cody, take it away.
How do you feel about the podcast talking about sports?
Talking about sports podcast.
Talking about sports. You see, I like these guys, but that Steve is cold. How cold is that, Steve? He's like you took a banana and you put him in like that liquid nitrogen and drop him on the floor, he'd shatter, because that's how cold he is.
I know what liquid nitrogen does.
Anyway, when I'm talking about Cody, sometimes I text Cody, he texts me right back. I text Cody, he texts me right back. I text him, he texts me right back. I say, hey, Cody, you want to get some pizza on Tuesday? Nothing. What is it, Cody? You go to an amusement park, put your phone in a locker, and ride a roller coaster for 5 hours? Heck, dude, I ate that pizza hours ago with Steve, because he's always nice to me. Anyway, Carson, who wins the battle of the impressions?
Oh, jeez.
This is too much.
Come on,
I
Carson.
think the one that put it over the top for me
Stephen
was Stephen A. Smith.
Drink some shots, baby! Quite frankly, Steve is going to drink some shots. I'll do
that.
one with him because I like him. Welcome to Drinking About Sports.
Woo!
One more episode to go in this 4-chapter conclusion. We're going to finish the bracket. We're going to debate some more stuff. Shaq and Barkley are going to battle against whatever Steve decides it
can't
is.
wait for
It's going to
that.
be a good time. And maybe Villanova will come back. Who knows? Check in next time on Drinking About Sports.
Bye.